Hello, and welcome to the National Defense Workplace Charitable Campaign Ambassador Training Session. My name is Shannon Anderson. I am the National Campaign Leader for 2020, and I will be your host for this session. Thank you for volunteering with the campaign. Let's get you started. First, we will go over the org structure of the campaign, followed by the annual calendar. Then we will go over the theme, logo, and champion for 2020. We will also discuss the team structure and responsibilities of each position. Next, we will discuss your responsibilities as the ambassador. We will touch on upcoming events and answer a few of the frequently asked questions. Should you still have questions following this presentation, please ensure to speak with your team captain or team leader. They will be able to assist you. The Government of Canada Workplace Charitable Campaign, or GCWCC, is run in every government department every fall and supports over 87,000 registered charities across Canada. National Defence has renamed our internal campaign to reflect our department, and we know it as the NDWCC. However, it remains a part of the greater GCWCC campaign. The champion position for the GCWCC is rotated annually. This year, the national position is held by Monsieur Sonny Perron, Associate Deputy Minister of Indigenous Services Canada. Here in Ottawa, we have a GCWCC Portfolio Manager that works directly with our core team, and her name is Madame Nancy Laroche. Internally, the champion position rotates as well, typically every year. In 2020, the champion is Lieutenant General Ear of Canadian Army. The champion works closely with senior management of the department and has a dedicated team within their L1 to assist with running the campaign, including representatives from the Youth Council and Communications. Under the champion is the National Campaign Leader position. The campaign leader works closely with team leaders across the department, the United Way, health partners, and other stakeholders. The campaign leader oversees a small group of dedicated staff known as the core team. The campaign leader and the members of the core team are employed year-round under the supervision of CFB Ottawa-Gatineau Base Commander to ensure that the campaign, as well as other programs, run smoothly on behalf of the base and the department. Team leaders and their teams receive guidance and support through the core team to run their respective campaigns. The typical calendar for volunteers of the NDWCC begins in August. Team leaders are identified and they begin building their teams. Training for those team members typically happens between August and September, sometimes continuing all the way into October. In the NCR, we run Blitz Weeks where we ask that teams focus on completing their canvassing prior to launching their events. Typically, Blitz Weeks happen at the start of the campaign, but can sometimes take place near the end of payroll deduction as well. In 2020, canvassing should wrap up by mid-November, as the last day to submit payroll deductions will be 20 November. We continually raise awareness of the campaign and of our local charities from September to January, but we wrap up our events by mid-February. We ensure to thank and recognize our donors all throughout the campaign, but near the end, there is always a recognition ceremony held to thank our volunteers. Final deposits must be handed over to the core team by 19 February. Lieutenant General Wayne Ear, Commander of the Canadian Army, has selected the theme Apart but Together at Heart. This theme accurately represents our professional and personal reality in 2020. If you wish to make use of social media to advertise your campaign and your events, please use the approved hashtags, #NDWCC/ #CCMTDN, or #IGive, #JeDonne. If you would like to use the logos and templates to produce your own communications material, please ensure to visit the NDWCC SharePoint site to download the tools you require. Every L1 will have a varying degree of this setup. However, each team must have a minimum of a team leader, a deputy team leader, a treasurer, and one ambassador per L2. The team leader position is directly responsive to your ADM, Chief of Staff, and DGs. They provide overall campaign management for your L1 in the NCR and are ultimately responsible for all the volunteers on their team. The deputy team leader position can be double-hatted, carrying other responsibilities. However, their primary role should be as the backup for the team leader. They should be attending regular meetings and assisting the team leader with volunteer management. The treasurer role will remain a critical position for your team in 2020. This person will be responsive to the team leader, but also to the core team treasurer for money management. A backup treasurer is recommended. Sub-treasurers may be required based on the size of your L1. They should also report to your L1 treasurer. This year more than ever, it would be ideal to have a dedicated volunteer to assist with putting on events. Someone who has a passion for it and who works well with others would be your ideal volunteer. This person will be responsive to the team leader as well as the core team events coordinator. There should be a team captain appointed for every L2. This person will be responsive directly to the team leader as well as their respective DGs and directors. They will oversee the ambassadors for their teams and assist with volunteer management. You, as the ambassador, are the volunteer who will be canvassing the employees for their interest in making a donation. This year there will be no in-person canvassing, rather it will be completed through 15-minute individual meetings. Your roles and responsibilities. Supporting your campaign leader is also supporting your team. Bring your ideas forward, ensure you hit your target for 100% canvassing, attend regular meetings. Be a positive influence for your coworkers and an active participant in your campaign. Ensure to keep your team leader up to date. You are the link between the campaign and the employees in your unit, including your managers. Ask your managers to provide you with an opportunity to highlight the campaign during team meetings. Ask your managers to share with the team their reason for donating. Ask managers to assist you with communicating important campaign messages such as events and deadlines. Ensure to communicate effectively with all personnel in the unit. Whether you are using Teams, 365, DVPNI, D1, or any other method of communicating, ensure that you have the most accessible resource to get to all of the employees in your unit to communicate effectively your campaign. Create opportunities to speak about the campaign in group meetings. Encourage employees to explore the list of available charities to donate to and explain the many different options for donating. Your team leader will host multiple meetings throughout the campaign that will include pertinent information related to your campaign and you as a volunteer. It is important that you attend these meetings as well as any training sessions. Your team leader is responsible for obtaining the list of employees within your unit and dividing that list up amongst the ambassadors. They will provide you with the list of people you need to canvass. Canvassing this year will be done virtually. Your goal is still to achieve 100% canvassing, and to do this, we are suggesting that you send a meeting request to each and every individual on your canvassing list. We have developed a short text that you can amend to meet the needs of your unit and include in the meeting request. The meeting request only needs to be 15 minutes in duration, and you will track your progress through a canvassing tracking tool we provide you. The canvassing tracking tool is quite simple. It is an Excel sheet that uses ones and zeros to sum your progress and keep you on track. You will add the names of the people from your canvassing list to the left column, then their email address. As you send out your meeting request, you put the number 1 beside the name of the person you sent the meeting request to. If they decline the meeting, you add a 1 to the decline column and to the canvassing completed column. If they accept the meeting, you place a number 1 in the accepted column. Once they have attended the meeting, you place a 1 in the attended and the completed column. Once your completed column is full of 1s, you can send your list back to your team leader to be incorporated into the greater L1 canvassing tracking sheet. The Ambassador Canvassing Tracking Excel Template Guide is available in SharePoint for you to download. It is important to set time aside to complete your canvassing. Completing your canvassing at the beginning of the campaign ensures that you can put your full focus on getting the canvassing completed prior to being pulled away to assist with events. Ensure to make ePledge the donation of choice for your list of people you canvass. Remind them that the deadline for payroll deductions is 20 November. Ensure to thank your colleagues for taking the time to meet with you. Remind them that no matter the size of their contribution, every effort makes a difference in your community. As an ambassador, you may not always be the person leading an event. However, you should always have a good understanding of what is taking place and how people can get involved. Communicating events within your unit is one of your responsibilities. Your team may be putting on events specific to your team only that is not open to other members of the department. Here is a list of events that are being organized at the department level through the core team. FlipGive is a new tool that was introduced this year through the core team. There are 6 regional teams to choose from. Let the competition begin. Once you select your regional team, create your personal account, download the app, and start shopping to start earning. If you require further information on how FlipGive works, please download the FlipGive guide from the NDWCC SharePoint site. The canoe race was a huge success this year, more than tripling what we have previously earned in the past. If you wish to take a look at the race and the paddlers that were paddling down the Ottawa Canal, please click on the link and watch the Facebook live feed as it was filmed on September 9th. Button days are back for 2020. Jeans Day will run every Friday from 11 September to 11 December. Civvy December will be from 14 to 18 December, and Op Dress January will take place during the month of January. Your team leader will have the link for your employees, your colleagues, to buy their buttons. The purchase of the buttons is done virtually this year, and the physical buttons can be obtained through your team leaders. The mid-campaign breakfast, as it states on this slide, is tentatively planned for October. Due to social distancing rules in the NCR, this breakfast may not in fact take place. Your team leader will be brought up to speed as events unfold and as social distancing rules further restrict or relax, and you will receive that information through your team leader. The online auction is still planned for the end of November, as it has been in years past. Look forward to this coming up soon. Here are some questions that you may be asked in your role as an ambassador. How many pay periods do I need to calculate for payroll deductions? RegForce members are the only CAF members eligible for payroll deduction through ePledge. They are paid on the 1st and the 15th of every month. However, their payroll deduction is only removed once per month. Therefore, they calculate 12 pay periods. Civilians and MPF employees are paid biweekly, and their payroll deductions are removed from every pay. Therefore, they calculate 26 pay periods. Fundraising and admin fees are charged by charities in order to cover the salaries of the employees, rent for their office, heat, hydro, and water bills. Some charities charge anywhere between 25 and 50% admin fees. These fees are taken from your total donation. Therefore, if you donate $100, the admin fees are deducted from that amount. If the charity charges 45% admin fees, that means that $55 of your donation is going towards services or operations. The GCWCC has been able to keep their admin fees low at around 15% for the past several years. What this means is that once the GCWCC processes your donation and the admin fee is removed at the low rate of 15%, the remaining 80% is given directly to your charity of choice and is to be used directly for services and operations. Admin fees are never charged twice. What is the pledge guarantee? Every year, well-meaning donors experience life changes that alter their donation. Maybe they had their wallet stolen and now received a new credit card, or maybe they had a family emergency that took them off of payroll for a period of time. Regardless of the reason, the GCWCC does not want to penalize the charities. If they were promised a donation of $5,000 at the beginning of the year, they will follow through with that promise. In order to ensure that they keep their word, a 5% pledge guarantee is held back by the GCWCC to cover these life changes and ensure that charities can accurately plan their services and operations for the year. If you've been keeping track, approximately 20% will be taken off from your donation to cover the admin fees and pledge loss, still a comparatively low rate here in Canada. The minimum donation is $26 per year, or $1 per pay for civilians and $2 per pay for Reg Force. My pledge options are payroll deduction, monthly or one-time credit card, and or PayPal. Paper pledge forms are not available in the NCR this year. Why should I use ePledge instead of the paper pledge form? Users of ePledge will be able to make their donation from any location in the world through the link we provide. They will have access to their tax receipts through their account creation for years to come, and their account will follow them should they ever retire or change departments. The benefits of using ePledge is that, in conjunction with the United Way, all donations are effected here in Ottawa at headquarters. That includes payroll deductions for MPF and for civilians and for military. Another crucial benefit for ePledge users is access to the taxable receipts through the software. If they happen to move in between the time they make their pledge and tax season, they can still download their tax receipt from ePledge at any time. ePledge has a technical support analyst always available to assist any user if they have forgotten their password or made a mistake on their registration. You can reach the analyst through epledge_support at unitedwayeo.ca or at their phone number at 613-228-6781. ePledge has been in use at CFB Ottawa Gatineau, CFB Petawawa, and RMC Kingston for a number of years. The software is completely safe for donors to use, and there have never been any issues with payments being lost. All payments are encrypted and information is secure. We hope that this training session provided you with the information and tools you need to be successful in your role as an ambassador. Should you still have any questions, be sure to reach out to your team captain and team leader. They are here to support you. Thank you again for volunteering to be a part of the National Defence Workplace Charitable Campaign. Remember, your contribution will make a difference in our community. Thank you.